Good afternoon and good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube channel and coffee stream number 179. And today is Friday, so that would mean it is Friday guest day. And today our guest is going to be Brit Gamer Girl. She should be along directly. I have sent out the link. She might be having some issues with Hangouts or something, so we'll see. I didn't want to start too late, so but yes, today's guest will be Brit Gamer Girl. Link has been sent, and we'll just see if she joins in a minute or so. So let's say hi to chat while we're waiting. We've got Nothing for you here. Hello. Good to see you here. We've got Maddie. Hello. Making brunch and listening. Awesome. Green Thunder. Good afternoon to you. Ghost Dog. Hello. Rolling Bear. Hi. Duck Dog says P.O. Box, P.O. Box, P.O. Box. This month, dude. I'm going to get it set up this month. Most likely on the 20th because that's my next payment or paycheck that I get. So I'm going to go set that up this month and get that rolling. See, I don't have the money to set it up because they want you to pay for either 3 months, 6 months, or a year when you set up. Hello.
Hi, sorry I'm late.
It's okay. I figured there was something that happened, so it happens. It's no worries.
I have an internet issue moment. I'm having to use my mobile internet. I don't know how much I've got on there, but
oh no.
Yeah, it's because we've had a storm.
Storm.
A really bad raining storm.
That's no good.
No, it's messing with my Wi-Fi. So I'm having to use my mobile Wi-Fi, which I don't know how much I've got left on there, but hopefully it's going to be enough for tonight.
Well, I do hope that I don't fucking blow your data out of the water.
You're worth it. Anyway, carry on.
Aww. Oh. So how have you been? It's been a while.
I've been okay, thanks, honey. Just been away for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, how was vacation?
Oh, it was great. But besides being bitten and sunburnt and
oh no,
drunk a lot, it was great.
Bitten, sunburnt, and drunk. That sounds like a good vacation.
It was.
Where did you like? Where like not specifically, but like where'd you end up going? Like, did you leave Britain or?
Yeah, I went to Spain.
Ooh. See, I've always wanted to go to Spain, but I don't have like nearly the amounts of money that it would cost to go from here to Spain.
Will you be surprised about like sometimes you can get like bugger. Sorry, some strange reason it decides to play you in the background.
Oh dear.
Sorry.
It's okay.
So I didn't know when you started and the recording stopped. But yeah, it was great. I really enjoyed it.
I'm glad. I saw that you posted up some videos, like at beaches and stuff like that. So that it must have been a lot.
Yeah, there were some parts. It was. There's some parts of Benidorm that I wouldn't record. Because I probably get kicked off because like there's like pictures of naked women and stuff.
I was gonna say, is it a nude beach?
Because where I stayed was no. What it is because where I stayed, it's the British part of the actual area, and then there's like the British part, and then there's the Spanish part. And where I am is just basically naked women and bar after bar after bar and shop after shop after shop, just selling junk with penises and stuff like that.
Sounds like fun.
And then the Spanish side, kind of like like Italy, where you got like all these side roads, and then you'll end up at a church, like a big church, and there's like the centre of all these like roads. It's like that.
So it's like you go to where you are, and it's all, sex, drinking, and then you go to the Spanish side, and it's all like prayer and
No. I mean, it's like there's like proper Spanish like shops, and there's like proper Spanish like restaurants.
Like
where you can go for tapas and stuff like that.
Spanish culture, Spanish food, Spanish architecture.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
If I won the lottery, I'm going to definitely go and live in that part of Spain. The Spanish side.
The live streams were better. Boobies, says Pumpkin Trucker.
Shut up, Pumpkin Trucker. I've had to take that down. Because on the beaches, the Spanish just go topless. They just walk around topless. They just do not care.
Yeah.
Like every time you turn around, there's boobies everywhere.
It's like, oh shit. Well, that can't go up.
It's like the hills are alive with a bunch of jiggle, 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 jiggle.
The hills are alive with the sight of boobs.
Watch how they jiggle as they breathe in and out. But yeah, it was fun. The best thing was also the ice cream from McDonald's. Yes, there's a McDonald's there.
Oh, that sounds like so much fun.
It is fun. I mean, don't get me wrong, because there's like rubbish everywhere, and some parts of it smells, because like in the summer, right? The only problem is the sewage. Like it smells, like you can smell the sewage sometimes because of the heat. And their sewage is not the same. Like their sewage system is completely different. So theirs is older. So the smell just, you can just wake up and smell poopies. And you're like,
yeah, I guess, because their sewage system is like still the old architecture, I guess, right? So it's not, and I bet you they probably can't maintain it very well.
I do not know about that.
Honestly, I would almost. At that point, it's like, when do you just say fuck it and make new sewers? You know what I mean? Like, just because it's like you've got your tourists.
Well, to be honest, I don't blame them, because the British side.
The British side. What's wrong with the British side?
Well, what it is they. How do I put this politely without putting down my own people? Some of them are very disrespectful to the Spanish. They pee, they puke anywhere and everywhere. They're very disrespectful. They're not. I mean, for example, I was sitting at a bar. Right? I know some Spanish.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, this British man kept going, "Oi, oi," to the waitresses who's Spanish. "Oi, you're beautiful. You are. You're beautiful." I sit there thinking, "Oh, just leave the girl alone. She doesn't want to know. She's only here for a job."
Yeah.
And then they just kept disrespecting the Spanish, like the Spanish themselves. He turned around to me and he goes, "Oi, love, do you speak Spanish?" I go, "Very little." He goes, "How do you say beautiful?" And I says, "Bella."
Yeah.
But Bella, Italian, Spanish, and French means beautiful.
Yeah.
Bella. Yep. And he's all like, "Thanks, love. Oh, by the way, where did you come from?" I was like, "I'm over here for a reason, mate." Don't fucking keep starting on me.
I can't stand people like that. Like I saw that happen when I went to the States for a field trip once, and there was some Spanish speaking people working behind the counter at a sandwich shop, and this one customer was so horrible to them. It was like, what is wrong with you? Like, don't piss off the people serving your food. Why do people not understand this concept?
Well, thankfully, I mean, the Spanish are a bit more respectful than that. I mean, they won't spit in your food. They probably will put a bit more fat or a bit more grease or a bit more garlic in your food just to piss you off. And I also take the time serving you.
Yeah. Reason Vision says, aren't they called spades for Hispanics? I've heard that, but I've also heard
Spanish.
spics. But
that's very rude.
but
That's
those are
very
very
rude.
racists. That's very rude and very racist. So I would call them Spanish-speaking people. Like, or just Spanish. That's what respectable people do. But racist people say spade or spick because they're pieces of shit. Anyway, so did you have any like favorite part of your vacation that you went on, or was it all pretty good?
I enjoyed watching the Rat Pack tributes. Because I kind of got a bit of a crush on one of them.
Aw.
Oh, it's funny. Oh, but yeah, it was all great. There was this one entertainer. I mean, a lot of entertainers are friends of my nan.
Yeah.
My nan knows near enough all the entertainers, so like they all know her, and everywhere we go, they all know who I am as well. I'm like, shit, can't Skype it.
That sucks. You just want to, like, everyone knows who you are. You're like, no. That's not what I wanted.
I just want to watch it. I mean, what pisses me off, right, is they're entertaining everyone, and then all of a sudden I turn round and then look at my nan, then point at me while they're singing. I'm thinking, you fudge packer, and walk away.
I love the way you insult people. It's awesome.
Oh, you should see me when I get into a massive rant. I actually make up words at one point.
Why do you have to leave, Reason Vision? YouTube censored your last message?
Oh no.
Okay. That's weird.
YouTube was being a right dick with me when I was on holiday. I couldn't get that many bloody recordings out. I mean, there would have been more recordings if it wasn't for YouTube.
Yeah. Check Your Logic is getting donuts. I want donuts.
Donuts.
It would go with my French vanilla coffee that I'm drinking.
Fudge packer, you rang. Honey, do you know what a fudge packer is?
I think he does. I think he's just. I hope he does.
Oh yes, of course he does.
Does your wife know? Does your wife know you pack? Does your wife know you pack fudge, trucker? Oh dear.
Do you push it all the way in? Does you have to pack it all the way? You get it in there right and tight, boy.
Hey, he started it. He started
TikTok says a fudge packer is a person in the candy industry, right? Yeah. Skeptok. Yeah. That's what it is.
That's exactly it, Skeptok.
Yeah. That's what it is. There's that, and then also there's gay sex, which means a man puts a penis in another man's rectum and he packs the fudge.
Pumpkin spice. Ew, gross. Both in actual flavoring and in context. In this context, bleh. In pumpkin spice flavoring, bleh. So both of them gross.
Hey, I like pumpkin spice in my coffee. Ew! I just realised what you just said and what you meant.
Oh, you just figured it out?
Yeah.
No. I was trying to figure out how long it would take.
Sweetie, I just woke up because I didn't sleep very well last night. So.
Oh no.
I ended up watching Twilight.
I didn't know you liked Twilight.
Yes, I do.
I tried watching the first one, and I just couldn't do it. It was just, I was just like, no, vampires aren't supposed to be like this.
No, they're supposed to be like really sexy, you know, with long fangs and big bright red eyes and chiseled. What were we talking about again?
Vampires. Twilight vampires versus other vampires.
The pussies. Well, like vampires are pussies compared to all the vampires. I mean, look at Angel and Spike.
Yeah, that's true. And the Anne Rice vampires.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Dracula 2000, he was hot.
Dracula 2000 was a good movie.
It was. I loved that movie. And Lost Boys.
Yes.
That was a good movie.
I like, what happened to horror movies? Why do they suck so bad now?
Because they got too much money. The original films didn't have as much money, so it seemed a bit more lifelike, you know what I mean?
Like, The Evil Dead, the first Evil Dead was done on something like $200,000 that they all raised, like selling their stuff to get the money. I think the second Evil Dead barely broke $1 million for their budget, because it was all like practical effects that they did, like that demonic camera view where the chasing through. That's just Sam Raimi holding the camera on a big stick, running through the forest.
The thing is, I mean, with all these millions that I guess, I mean, to put into these movies, they ruin it because they put too much into it. You know what I mean? Like, for example, too many fireworks, too much pyrotechnics and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's just spoils it. It doesn't actually. I mean, what's all that got to do with the main storyline? I mean, unless it's absolutely necessary.
Yeah.
Why did I use them? I mean, not everyone's it. Bye. You can off. Sorry, a fly just landed on my computer. My computer, you fucker.
Wait, what did Pumpkin Trucker say? Give me Leaston over Edward any day.
Give me what in a wet and huh?
I think they're saying Edward is a crappy vampire.
Give me is. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, the film. It's I mean, the book was better, but it was. I don't know. I think it's mainly the storyline, the whole romance of it all. You know, actually being with somebody forever.
It is
sad.
No, you're right, Mr. Misanthropic. You can't touch practical effects. They're the best.
Yeah. Like, for example, Lost the Raiders. Is it Lost the Raiders Ark?
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Lost Raiders. Oh, that's it. Well, they use basic. You know, for example, they put like a wax figure. You know, they got with all the people faces melt.
Yeah.
It's just basically wax. That's like basic effects. But if, you know, the movie had basic effects, but it was a really, really good classic movie.
It was, yeah. That's the best way to go, is with classical effects. It's like, because the more computerized stuff you have, the more fake it starts to look. Like, you can tell.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell when things are CGI.
Yeah. I mean, it's just. I mean, CGI is actually cheaper than actually using like proper stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, you can with CGI, you can take a scene and completely change that scene without actually using any extra money. You know what I mean? Because they don't really need to change. I mean, they don't need to actually get into that main live situation and change it with a lot of money. I mean, to me, I can't stand CGI, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There are some moments when you do need, like for example, the Hulk in.
Yeah,
I
Hulk
mean,
is
things
a
like
good
that.
example. Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes they just overdo it.
Oh, Lestat. My voiceover fucked up the pronunciation of Lestat. Thank you, voiceover, for making me sound like a fucking retard, because I definitely know who Lestat is. And Lestat is he's saying Lestat is better than Edward. Lestat's an asshole.
Dracula 2000, definitely. He's the embodiment of the original. You know how vampires should be. Sexy. You know, he has power over women. Changes into a bat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell it's CG if it's done right, says Hawk Silk. That's true.
The thing is, I use cheap CGI.
Yeah.
No, it's easier.
Thank you, Captain Weeb, for the $1 donation via Streamlabs, saying, wish I could stay. I'm busy as hell with work, but just wanted to send you some love and wish you well. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
So it's like I wish that movies were a bit better. The first Alien movie was the greatest horror movie, says Bjorn of Gulf City.
I actually kind of agree with that. It was a really good movie, and everything else was like robot. How did you say it? So basically, like robots, like puppet things.
Yeah.
Again, I mean, it's a bit more expensive, but that's a basic, FX.
Green Thunder says, isn't the book always better than the movie? Most times, yeah. There are some times when the movie actually does get to be almost as good as the book. Like The Exorcist, because the director was smart enough to hire the author to write the script for the movie. So that was
There's like, sorry,
that was why the movie was so good, because the author wrote the screenplay. So it was, but the book is still better.
with books, they have more details
Yeah.
than they do in the actual movie. I mean, for example, again with Twilight, in the book there are certain things that are said and done that is not put into the actual film.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, well, Bella's supposed to have done this, and what's Edward doing? You know, he's supposed to be doing something else, or pick her up after she faints from blood, suicide blood, and that wasn't in there. But the thing is, that was like kind of important in a way to prove that she had a bit of a queasy stomach when it comes to blood, and yet she doesn't know yet that Edward is a vampire.
Yeah.
It's weird. Anyway,
Interview the movie versus Interview the Vampire with the book's better, Trucker. I'm sorry. The book's better. I'm gonna look for some news for us to talk about, if I can get my fucking Discord to work. There we go.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna grab a cup of tea. So
no worries.
2 minutes.
No worries. I will read an article while you're gone.
Okie dokie, Duke. I'll be right back.
All right.
There we go.
So, guys, let's find an article to read. Poor Brit needs some caffeine. So let's see here. Let's see here. Weird but funny crimes. Oh, let's read this. Let's read this. Weird but funny crimes. This will make us giggle. This will make us have a giggle. We could all use a giggle, I think. Let's see here. It's going to be one of these lists, I think. So, Here's the first one. So this is man called 911 17 times because he was lonely and needed someone to talk to. Alrighty then. Someone has no time on their hands. Or has too much time on their hands, I should say. Let's find the let's find the actual story here. Oh, I missed. I skipped it over. Come on. Stupid sharing links. I'm stuck. This is a okay. I want to read about the guy who called the cops 17 times. Mean heads. Okay. Well, I guess we're not going to read that. So the next story is the next story we have is despite being tailed by a squad car with its lights flashing, a motorist told cops that he did not immediately pull over after running a red light because his pants were down and he was receiving sexual acts from his female passenger. So this is a guy who got arrested. This is because I can't find the one about the guy who called 17 times. So we're reading about a weird traffic stop now. So this is according to an arrest affidavit. David Herring was behind the wheel of a Ford F-150 truck last Tuesday evening when he went through a red light in an intersection in Fort Pierce, Florida. It's a Florida man, of course. Police detectives spotted the traffic infraction and activated their car's emergency lights. Herring, who did not immediately pull over, later told police that it took him so long to stop the vehicle because his pants were down because he was getting receiving sexual acts from Rhonda from Rhonda, from Rhonda, his girlfriend, I guess, while he was driving. The Rhonda in question was Rhonda Oppenhofer, 55, who had a Bud Light bottle between her legs and a crack pipe and crack rocks at her feet. The 4'11", 90-pound Koppenhofer is pictured above. Oh, there's a picture of her. Okay. So they're just driving along. They've got their crack in the car. And this Rhonda chick has her beer. And and she's giving dude some roadhead. And he blew through a red light. As we're reading weird. We're reading about weird crime.
Okay.
So police have pulled over a Florida man. I'm shocked. This dude didn't pull over right away because he said his pants were down because he was getting roadhead from some chick named Rhonda.
Base name's Ralph. Rhonda, whose real name is Ralph.
Rhonda, whose real name is Ralph, yes. So it continues on to say, while Koppenhofer denied ownership of the pipe, David Herring, the driver, said she dropped it when police sought to pull over the vehicle. Koppenhofer subsequently admitted purchasing the cocaine found in the truck, police reported. No, it's not my crack pipe. Okay, fine. Yeah, I bought the coke. Wow.
It don't belong to me. It belongs to Ralph Ronda's.
Well, at least the fuzz didn't hit the siren, says Pumpkin Trucker. Rhonda would have bit.
Oh, see that we would have gone a bit further down her throat.
All You Need says, I've seen this story before. She's a scary looking broad. Oh, really? Let's see. When the detective first contacted Koppenhofer, he observed something white rolling around in her mouth. Ew!
Ew!
The report does not indicate whether the item was a crack rock or another substance. Oh!
Ew! Ew! Chewing gum?
Oh my god. That's
I hope it's chewing
awesome.
gum.
That's just gross.
Gross to us, but awesome for Rhonda.
Yes, she's 55. Check your logic. This woman is 55 years old.
Fuck!
Oh.
Oh, it must have been the teeth that's rolling around in her mouth.
Oh, God. Some details are better
no
left
teeth. She wouldn't have
unsaid,
to worry about
says
her
Green
biting
Thunder.
down.
Yeah, I know, right? Ooh.
Oh dear.
Okay, let's see. This says Koppenhofer was arrested for cocaine possession, tampering with evidence, and possession or use of drug equipment, and all felonies. She was locked up in lieu of $35,000 bond. Koppenhofer's rap sheet include multiple convictions of prostitution. I'm shocked. As well as convictions for burglary, narcotics possession, dealing in stolen property, and possession of drug paraphernalia. What a lovely lady. Just lovely. Oh. Gross, gross, gross. That is just gross.
What a woman. What a woman. All she has to do now is learn how to make a sandwich and she's a perfect lady.
Yeah.
It's funny though.
Oh, that's just nasty. Screw you, Gunfox, for sending me that article. I know you're not here in chat right now, but when you listen to this stream later, screw you, Gunfox. Bjorn of Gull City says, let's hope she had false teeth. Yeah. Ugh. Gross. Gross, gross, gross. Let's see what's next. A Trump threatens $300 billion new tariff for China. Okay. Do you just like vomit words out of your mouth, Trump, and just hope that some of them are good? Well, the perfect woman is waist high, says Duck Tog. Oh, yes. Okay. Gunfox just wants you in his empire. That's true, Hawk. Let's see here. Let's get to this story here. Uh-oh. Brit dropped. Let's see. She might have run out of data. Let's check and see if there's a DM. No message yet. She might be back. Let's see. she's having a lot of internet issues. There's a storm and everything, so hopefully she'll come back. If not, I've got lots of news for us to do, so let's see. Side effects of getting a rolling blowjob may include loss of motor function, brain farts, muscle spasms. Oh, Maddie. Oh, uncontrollable muscle spasms. Oh, yes. UK potato net. Yep. A storm. Yeah. A storm in Britland? No. Yeah, I know, right? Did I miss funny roboting? No, Brit just dropped. She either hit the storm either was really bad or she ran out of mobile data. Which, if she ran out of mobile data, I would feel really bad because I don't want her to have no data. I would feel very badly about that. So let's get on with this story here. It would help if I switched back to the Safari browser so I can read the story. Okay. Okay. So let's let the screen reader read this one here.
Donald Trump threatened to hit China with tariffs on at least another $300 billion worth of goods today, as a Beijing propaganda campaign painted the U.S. as evil bullies.
Oh. Evil bullies, huh? Awesome.
Speaking of evil bullies, I'm back.
You are back. Hello.
Hello. Sorry about that. I'm having a few internet issues today. I do apologise.
It's no worries.
It's all good. It's all right. If you get it wrong, I'll get you in a fight. Okay, let me sort this out.
I'm being passed by a great big pink wet Volvo. I bet voiceover made that sound dirty, said Pumpkin Trucker. Oh, God. You people are insane. So Donald Trump has decided he's going to hit China with a $300 billion tariff today because China called the U.S. and Donald Trump a big evil bully. This is what we're getting down to now. A trade war over words. Just brilliant. So it says tensions between the world's two largest economies have soared sharply since talks aimed at ending a festering trade war broke down in early May. Tough-talking Donald Trump has threatened to hit China with a $300 billion trade tariff. And then it says, Big region has now released a bizarre song and video which talks about taking on the U.S. Oh, a Chinese thing. Our talks with China, a lot of interesting things are happening. We'll see what happens. I could go up another at least $300 or $300 billion, and I'll do that at the right time, Trump told reporters. But I think China wants to make a deal, and I think Mexico wants to make a deal badly. He said before boarding Air Force One, before heading to France for the D-Day commemorations. Why does it, whenever he talks, it just sounds like a child?
I was going to say, it sounds like a mopey teenager.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Daddy Trump, but sometimes he does sound like a bit of a mopey teenager.
Yeah, it's the way he speaks is just, you know what I mean when you hear kids talk and they just string random thoughts together? That's how he sounds. He's just you're talking about China and the trade war between China and you, and then you're gonna throw in, and I think Mexico wants to make a deal with us too. But you did make a deal with Mexico. It's called the USMC trade deal. You already did that last year. What deal are you talking about? Oh, weirdo.
Bless him.
So it says, when you have the money, when you have the product, when you have the thing that everybody wants, you're in the position to do very well with tariffs. And that's where we are, he continued. We're the piggy bank. The United States is the piggy bank. It has all the money that others want to take from us, but they're not taking it so easy anymore. It's a lot different. Do you see what I mean? This is just rambling. Like, what? What are you talking about?
He wants to play with my toy, but I won't let him unless he lets me play with his toy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like he's sitting there in the crash going, I want to play with his toy, but he won't let me. He wants to play with my toy and I won't let him. Kind of like that.
Yeah. He's so weird. Pinkala says it worked on Mexico.
You gotta love him.
Yeah. Pinkala says it worked on Mexico. They're going to limit the Honduran immigrants and send them back. Wait. Oh, and send
them back and change.
Yeah. I think this is just how New Yorkers talk, says Mr. Misanthropic. Maybe. I don't know very many New Yorkers. So
I know one.
Yeah, I don't know any New Yorkers really, so I don't know how they talk, but
I know one, and she's my online mother in IMVU. It's an RP thing.
Okay.
She was also my boss at strip club. Yes, that's right. IMVU has strip clubs.
So this continues to say, China's Commerce Ministry has already vowed Beijing will have to adopt necessary countermeasures if Washington escalates trade tensions. It also claimed the mounting pressure from Washington will only cost serious setbacks to the ongoing trade talks. Well, yeah. Neither one of you are helping the situation, but okay.
Have you ever seen the House of Commons where the Prime Minister is talking to all the House?
Oh, yeah.
And you're expecting her to go, my dear good fellow is a big poopy head. So we keep expecting her to say, because they sound like children when they argue.
Exactly. It's the same in Canada, because we have the House of Commons here as well, where you have the we don't have it. We have our version of PMQ. It's what the hell is it called? Question period. That's what it's called. Very original. So you've got the Prime Minister and the Speaker of the House and all the MPs, and they all it's one big shouting match. That's what it just devolves into. You know, somebody asks a question and then everyone just, yeah, what about that? Rabble, 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 rabble. It's like, Jesus Christ.
The thing is, when they argue in the House of Commons and the Prime Minister's there, and what was his name now? He was from the Labour Party, everyone absolutely hates.
Jeremy Corbyn?
That's him. So I forget his name purposely because I can't stand the I mean, the idiot. It's just like, they're both arguing and you either expect them to start jumping over the table and snogging each other, or jumping over the table and start smacking each other with pillows.
Yeah.
Because they're just that childish. But at the same time, you know, there's scenes where people are arguing and also they start.
Yeah.
But it's like he's there saying, oh, the Prime Minister is this and the Prime Minister is that, and she's saying, oh, Corbyn's this, Corbyn's that, and you expect them both to start throwing toys at each other. because they just get so childish. They don't talk about the issues, about what actually we want or what we need. They just argue about the things they think that we need.
We need Margaret Thatcher.
I mean,
back.
Corbett. Yeah, that's why I keep saying. I mean, if it was Margaret Thatcher done ages ago, she would just said to the French ambassador and the German Prime Minister, "Fuck you, we're leaving."
Yeah.
Sorry, can I swear? Sorry.
Of course you can. No, it would have just
thank
been.
God for that.
But Margaret Thatcher would have been like, "You want Brexit? Fine, we're leaving." And Brussels would have been like, "But wait, we have to negotiate." And Margaret Thatcher would have been like, "No, we don't. We're leaving. Goodbye."
Yeah, Theresa May wasn't.
But you have to pay the. No, we don't.
Yeah, Theresa May was a bit too soft.
Oh God.
I mean, I actually had high hopes when she first came in.
Yeah.
I was thinking, could she be like Margaret Thatcher? Can we get out? Nope. She's soft as putty and twice as thick.
And now because she's completely made everybody hate the Tories.
Oh, it's the same as the Labour Party after what that twat did to us.
Yeah.
Got us involved with the war. Nearly bankrupt us all. And now he's living pretty in Florida.
Oh, how nice for him.
Got millions and millions in the bank. I wonder where that came from.
Bjorn of Gulf City says, "Brit, is that storm heading east or west?"
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to it. I was actually asleep halfway through. Well, through half of it. Because I don't do storms. Because when it gets miserable and rainy, I get really tired.
I'm the same way. I get really, really nasty headaches, especially if it's a really bad storm. I get pressure headaches, and it does me in really badly.
I just feel drained.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have a friend who's like that. He gets really tired when it rains. And he gets all like crazy and excited when the sun's out.
I'm not like that. When the sun's out, I'm thinking, "Ball!" Sit outside and have a few. I'm getting as bad as drunkle.
You're getting as bad as drunkle. That's funny.
No offense, drunken uncle.
He's at work. He doesn't care. He doesn't watch.
Oh, that's okay then. Whew. Against trouble. Excuse me.
See, where you're going is wrong, and wrong is where you're not electing me. Hashtag Hawk, says Hawk Silk. Exactly. Elect Hawk Silk. He'll fix everything.
And if not, he'll disappear with the money.
Oh, Bjorn of Gulf City says, "I only ask because I have oil rig flights all week in the North Sea." Oh, okay. I wish my voiceover would.
I'm almost as
I wish my voiceover would say drunkle instead of drunkla. Drunkla.
He's the other. Yeah, he's like the other type of vampire, but he only attacks people who have a blood consistency of over 50. You know, all those people who are absolutely pissed off their heads. He only drinks people who are drunk. Drunkula.
Drunkula.
I want to suck your vodka blood. Sorry.
It's all good.
Bloody Mary.
You getting sick?
No. I did something stupid while I was away. I started smoking again.
Oh no.
And now I'm back in England. I'm stopping again, and all the stuff that's still in my throat's kind of make my throat itch.
I've been there.
So self-inflicted. Self-inflicted.
Yeah, I started when just between my two kids, I started smoking again for like a month. And then the reason I stopped was I was pregnant with Logan, and it was awful. Like just for that month, I was coughing, and it was like, oh, I got all this shit out of me. Why did I start this again? Pink Collar
Yeah.
says he only goes crazy when the sun's out. Because then he gets to wear bikinis. Yeah, that's true.
Who's that? What, eh?
Our friend who gets excited when the sun gets out. Because he's trans. And he likes to
tell everyone.
He got boobs, but he doesn't want to go any further than that. So he's
a chick with a dick.
He calls himself a she-male.
So he's a chick with a dick.
He's a chick with a dick, yes. He's exactly Steve Shives' type. Remember,
can I have his phone number?
Remember, of course, according to Bearing, Steve Shives likes chicks with dicks.
Have you seen his wife? He's got to be wearing his dick. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, fancy changing yourself for some bitch you married.
Yeah. Thanos for president, says
Thanos. Yeah, I know what you'd love for him to do with that big glove of his, trucker.
Yeah. Oh, yes, Theresa May does resign today.
Yes, thank God for that.
That's very true. Check your logic.
Very, very logical.
Mr. Misanthropic, I am the same way as you. I miss smoking. Because I'm a moron. I haven't smoked in 3 years. And I still, every once in a while, go, I would really like a cigarette. And then I'm like, you're an idiot. Shut up.
The thing is, when you were a smoker, the craving's always going to be there. There are going to be certain situations where you need a cigarette.
Yeah, I smoked from the time I was 16 until I was 25, and then I got pregnant with Alex, and I quit. And then when Alex was 2, I started smoking for like I said, a month, and then I got pregnant with Logan and I quit. And actually, that's how I knew I was pregnant. Was I was smoking and went, this is not right, and I legit threw a full pack of cigarettes in the garbage.
Don't you hate it when you?
Yeah.
And you used to be like coughing or being sick, but you always crowd a cigarette afterwards, and you know if you did, you're going to be sick again.
Yeah.
That's just me. I was going to say, is that just me, or do other people feel like that? Even when you're sick, you crave a cigarette.
Skeptalk says, I quit decades ago and still crave cigarettes sometimes. Oh, good. I'm not the only one.
I quit for 2 years. Then I started for about 2 weeks. Then I quit another year. Then I went on holiday and started for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And then I'm back again. I mean, don't get me wrong. I did have the odd cigarette here and there, but in between. But I was actually trying to fully quit.
Yeah.
But as I said before, sometimes the cravings get so severe, you just have to have a cigarette.
I honestly probably wouldn't have been able to quit if it hadn't been for pot. I'm going to tell you that right now. I still smoke. Fight me, says Hawk Silk.
Have you ever heard of the Glaswegian kiss? Hawk Silk. That's the Scottish version of giving someone a headbutt.
Yep. Yeah, I'm Scottish. I know about the Scottish kiss, or the Glaswegian kiss, as they call it.
Yeah. My brother's Scottish, so that fly's really starting to piss me off now. I wish I had a bloody little gun. I don't think well, I've got something to throw at it. No, I haven't. Bugger!
A vodka bong, Bjorn of Gulf City?
That is genius. Oh yeah, that's another thing in Spain where I go. There's actually got bongs in the street. Like they've actually got a shop for cigarettes, and there's like bongs in the windows.
Really?
Yeah.
See,
but, you know, Hashimi. stuff that they like smoke in like places like Turkey. There's
Is
like
it
things like
legal
that. But
in
they also
Spain?
I don't know, but a lot of people do smoke it in the street, so I think the cops just turn it on the cheek.
Okay. Because I know here in Canada they're called head shops here, where you sell glass, like smoking stuff. And they're allowed, like, even before weed was legalized, you were allowed to have like shops for selling bongs and stuff like that. As long as you didn't specifically say these are for smoking marijuana. Even though everyone knew that that's what they were for, you could get away with it because they weren't used, right? They were new. So you could see like glassware and stuff like that in the windows and stuff, but you know, God help you if you were smoking a bong in the street. Like, you probably still would get in trouble if you were smoking a bong in the street, because it's kind of like public intoxication, I would say.
Oh. There are a few places, those things where you grind the weed,
Yeah.
like those discs. But they sell those. They also do sell some bongs in some shops, but the thing is, they don't actually call them bongs. They call them something else. Can't remember what they call them. But they're allowed to sell them, but they're not allowed to do it in the streets.
Pincolo, thank you for correcting me. It's the bongs that were sold illegally in Canada were sold as tobacco pipes. That's why they got away with it.
Oh.
And your dictation made it. I'm flying press now. Because of dictation.
Peter kept calling you that. Blind press.
Flying
press. Flying pleasure. Blind press, that's it.
Or blind press.
That's it, that's what he used to call it.
Blind press. Yes. but dictation for Picard, because he's driving. So dictation took blind press and turned it into flying press. Whee!
Just whizzing along.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, but the feeling you get when you do have a cigarette up, like say you haven't smoked for ages and you have your first cigarette in ages and you start feeling really dizzy.
Yeah. That's what happened to me the first time I ever smoked a cigarette. I thought I was going to fall over.
Oh. And I say cigarettes aren't.
The smoke shops out here are called bongs water pipes. Ah. See, to me, a water pipe is a small thing, and a bong is like a foot or more.
Some people just usually mainly roll it up into a spliff and smoke it in the streets.
Yep.
It's easy to get rid of then.
Not even I would trust a blind pilot, says Bjorn.
Oh, can you imagine a company who owns airplanes called Blind Flyers?
Hey, in this climate of equality, there's nothing a disabled person can't do. Oh, God. Stupid people. So we've got...
No, they're just pity points.
Let's see if we've got any fun news stories in here. I've got like...
Oh, yay!
I've got like 8,000 Discord or news stories in my Discord.
Oh,
P.O. Box?
Duck
Dog P.O. Box is going to be set up on the 20th of this month. I have no monies for setting up a P.O. Box right now.
Send her money so she can set up a PO box so you can send her boxes of stuff. Send her weeds.
When blind press is full of vinegar, can we call her brine press? Oh God.
Oh, just reminded me. I've got some olives I want to eat.
Ooh, olives.
Yeah, I love olives. That's all I was eating. There's a coffee shop I used to go to, right? And I always knew whenever I go there, they always got the olives ready for me because, like, that's all I ate was olives. I love olives. I also love their Spanish omelets as well.
I wish I liked eggs. It's the texture of eggs I don't like.
Well, with this one, it's mixing with potatoes and onion and stuff. It's really nice. Anyway,
let's try and find an interesting. Let's see what we've got here.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab my olives.
No worries.
Gonna grab them by the olives. Olive, 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 olive.
Let's find an interesting story here. Mexico deploying the military. Oh, here's one. Here's the one that I wanted to read that I already saw yesterday. Here we go. Come on, Safari, be a good browser and open things. Okay. Oh, fuck you and you're busy. Come on. Listen, Safari. You have one job, and that is to provide me with web pages. There we go. Okay. Let's go with the story. Okay, there we go. So, El Paso, Texas, the federal agency tasked with overseeing security and transportation hubs has been violating its own policies by allowing migrants that have been released from federal custody onto flights despite not having required documents. According to several Department of Homeland Security officials. Yes, Department of Homeland Security.
Which actually sounds better.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
When your tongue will do as it's told. Sorry.
When she eats a lot of apples, can we call her cider press? Oh my God. In Vietnam, blind press is called fine desk. Oh God. When she flies an attack chopper, can we call her Hindy? Hi, Goatman. Oh my God, you guys are funny. Satsu is streaming at the same time as me. Satsu.
Who's Satsu?
Satsu 2 Cents, one of the Lords of the Night. Ranting Monkey and...
Oh, I see.
What a naughty, naughty boy. Nah, it's fine. When she eats fruit by the tree, is she blind fresh? Oh my God. What the hell is going on with chat today?
That's gotta be blind truck. That's gotta be blind trucker.
That's pumpkin trucker, yep.
Pumpkin trucker, yeah.
That's pumpkin trucker right there.
He keeps coming out with all these bloody puns. You can guarantee something's said right by accident, and he just comes out.
Yeah.
It's the pun master.
So let's see here. It says, for the past 6 months, the Transportation Security Administration has allowed migrants released from the custody of other Homeland Security agencies to board flights to other parts of the country, despite the passengers lacking any of the 15 documents it states or the only acceptable forms of identification. Since
I'm sorry, blind press.
no worries. So it says, since early December, the agency has avoided temporarily changing federal policy and also not introduced a permanent solution to address this new phenomenon. Despite no indication border apprehensions or releases are slowing down anytime soon. So they're just letting undocumented people who've been released from custody because there's no room for them. They're just like, yeah, you can go on this plane to some other place in the country without documentation. Sure, off you go.
I bet they're doing it on the sly and getting money off these people. I mean, they can't just be like, go on. There's got to be something behind it.
Yeah. That's
Oh my God, really? Okay, Pumpkin Trucker says, when it's supper time, is she dying press?
Ugh.
And nothing for you here. If she was psychic, would she be mind press? If she hits F5, is she blind refresh? That was why I was giggling.
Oh my goodness. You guys are freaking hilarious here. Oh my goodness.
Sorry, that was why I was giggling because of Pumpkin Trucker. It's your fault, Pumpkin Trucker. Pumpkin Trucker.
Pumpkin
Oops.
Trucker.
I mean Pumpkin Trucker.
You country bumpkin. Oh my goodness. Bumpkin Trucker. That's great. Now I'm going to have to call him Bumpkin Trucker every time I see him in So this says here, since January, Immigration and Customs Enforcement has released from custody more than 200,000 migrants who arrived at the border as part of a family. 200,000 since January. It's only June.
That should do what we used to do.
My brain is just wow.
Hello?
I can't wrap my mind around 200,000 people in 5 months. Wow. ICE often drops people off at bus stations where non-governmental organizations that send volunteers to the drop-offs and migrants make travel arrangements to join family members in other cities. The agency then wipes its hands clean following the releases. ICE would not comment on the legal precedent for undocumented immigrants boarding flights in the U.S. Well, of course not, because they shouldn't be.
Isn't that illegal though? I mean,
yeah.
That's what they don't want to know because
that is highly illegal. They need to be documented and have ID they shouldn't be leaving the city that they were caught in until they've been at least granted a visa or something.
The thing is, if they're criminals, they won't be granted one, will they? I don't know about the criminal.
They are criminals. They are criminals if they come in illegally. And what's really weird, because everyone says, Canada is so, nice and open and welcoming. We deport more people back to their countries than the U.S. does.
We should have a big sign outside the airport saying, "No, fuck off, we're full."
Yeah.
Come at me, SJWs. Come at me.
No, exactly. No, like seriously, just fuck off. We're full. It really needs to say that. And no stars in the word fuck either. It needs to actually say, fuck off. We're full.
Sorry, I'm eating olive, so.
No worries. So let's see here. It says the TSA was unaware initially which documents its security officers required for migrants to board flights. What the how can the Transportation Safety Administration be unaware? Sorry?
I think they're going to take exams, go through training for that kind of stuff.
Well, and they're the ones that set up the policies. They're the Transportation and Safety Administration. They need to know these things. How do you not know what documents migrants need to travel? And you're the fucking TSA. That's like border agents going, I'm not aware of what things can come into the country and what things can't. Well, that's your job. Why do you not know your job? I don't understand this.
Hi, Martin H.
Martin,
hi.
Hello.
Says, hey, blind press.
Martin is here. Hello, Martin. She lives in Canada, meaning she lives in the blind West. If she was a breakdancer, would she be blind step? Is this what chat's gonna be for the rest of the stream?
I have a feeling it might be. Hashtag blind press.
Oh, you guys are
Bunch
great.
of dorks.
These cunts are pressing me to drink.
It was great, Martin H. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm jealous that you got to go to Spain. I wish I could go to Spain.
I might have to go back for my birthday as well.
When is your birthday?
Not saying when my birthday.
I was gonna say you don't have to say the birthday, but I was gonna say is like the month.
January.
Oh, okay. You're.
And all I'm gonna say is I'm an Aquarius, so that's as far as you're gonna get.
You're a winter baby.
I am a winter baby. That's why I burn in the sun. I'm like Omar. I'm like the Olaf, whatever he's called from Frozen. Go out in the sun and I melt.
I have a friend who's ginger, and he has to put sunscreen on literally every 15 minutes. He just walks around with sunscreen. But when we go to our family cottage and we bring him with us, he just walks around with the bottle of sunscreen in his back pocket. Just
oh, when he's so funny. Me and my nan plays a game, guess the English. Right, you can always guess the English because they're the white bottle people walking around.
That's great.
Oh, but there was this one Spanish guy, not even kidding. He was really tall, dark skin, bright blue eyes. I almost melted at the spot. I was like, oh my god, you are hot. You know the kind of guys who like he's Spanish, but he had these big bright blue eyes and they were naturally blue.
Yeah.
The
dark skin, the olive complexion, the Mediterranean stuff with the striking Caucasian blue
eyes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very interesting combination.
It was bloody hot though. I actually had Spanish men come up to me and start speaking Spanish, and he goes, Espanol? I'm like, no, English. Walks off.
Oh, no.
Because what it is they can also tell the English from the Spanish by the way the clothes they wear. The English wear shorts and really tight tops. Yeah. The Spanish wear normal, everyday clothes. And because I mean, it was like a cold day compared to what it usually is, and I was wearing normal clothes, like a normal, and I actually have certain features that are Spanish. I have certain features, and because I actually have a lot of Spanish people come up to me, ask me questions. I'm like, I'm English. Don't assume, you racist bastards.
I have, if I actually get out in the sun for a good long time, people who don't know me will ask me if I'm Spanish, because I can get really olive skinned if I get out in the sun. I tan very well. My hair is pretty much black, and it's very it's very wavy. It's very thick, very wavy. And they look at me and they look at my complexion and they're like, "Are you Portuguese or Spanish or something?" I'm like, "Yeah, no. I wish, but no." But like Spanish people, like I've met actual like Spanish speaking people that don't speak English, and they tend to like me because they start to speak to me in Spanish, and I actually know enough Spanish to say a full sentence of "I'm sorry, my Spanish isn't good enough."
I know how to order food.
I can I can understand a lot more than I can speak. Like if I but I what I should do is I should practice more Spanish, because I have the Duolingo app on my phone. It's actually really easy to use. I was really good at Spanish in high school. I took, let's see, 4 years of it. Yeah, it's 4 years of Spanish, because in Canada you have to take French for the first 9 years of school. You have to take French up until grade 9, because it's an official, the official second language of Canada. So you absolutely must take French until you get to grade 9. Then you have to take grade 9 French, and then you can either stop taking languages entirely, well, except for English, or you can take, most schools offer Spanish as a third option. So I chose to take Spanish, and I actually like Spanish a lot better than French. I like speaking it a lot better than French. I find it flows a lot better than French. And the rules for Spanish stay the same a lot more than French. The French tends to be a little bit more like English in its rules, where it's like, this is the rule except in this and this and this and this and this and this and this case. It's like, well, then it's not really a rule, is it?
I can order coffee. I mean, I've just recently started drinking decaffeinated coffee. So, decaffeinado café con leche, por favor.
Yeah. Yeah, I can ask for things. I can say hello to people. I can introduce myself. I can I can get by, but I don't think I could carry out a full conversation.
Thankfully, I mean, also I did a bit of shopping in the supermarket, so all you need is gracias, yeah, no, because they'll ask you if you want bags. They'll give you the change, and they'll say gracias, you say de nada, and adios. That's basically all you need to know when you go shopping.
When she was smoking, was she a blind mess? Oh my gosh.
But was if one, when she goes to prom, would she need a blonde dress? What the hell's going on, chat? I asked, oh, hello, Tom. I didn't see you there.
If she went to Scotland, would she be blind Loch Ness?
There was another one. I don't know, where is it? If she, I don't know, there's another one. I'll go put the look at it. Would her coat of arms be blind family crest? When she brushes her teeth, would she use blind crest 3D white? When she's tired, does she need a blind rest? Wow, these are getting worse.
I have nothing to do with these puns. So Talk Silk. You missed a lot of good ones, says Check Your Logic.
What else? I think that's it so far.
Oh, Richo, hi. Hey, buddy.
Hey, Tommy boy.
It's been a while. So this article continues to say its website, meaning the TSA's website, says that passengers over the age of 18 who are boarding domestic or international flights out of the U.S. must show valid identification at the airport checkpoint in order to travel. So how did they not know what... You're going to say you don't know what documents migrants need to have when your fucking website says passengers over 18 need valid ID. I don't understand that logic.
I still think they were taking like a backhand. Extra money. Or they're taking like
oh, for sure.
I mean, it's gotta have been, they've got to have paid their way on.
Absolutely. There's no other way to look at it.
Maybe it should be looked into, that company.
The TSA looks really stupid right now. If she consents, yes. Is she blind? Yes. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Excuse me.
I'm dying. That's just too funny.
Oh, I trust you. Put bumpkin trucker.
Well done, everyone. So let's see. Oh, thank you, Martin, for the $2 donation. It says best streamer. Aw, thank you. Let's see here. If she was a federal agency, would she be the F blind eye? Oh God, you guys are hilarious.
When she leaves, she does a blind egress.
When she leaves, she does. That's great.
At blind press.
So it says those 15 acceptable forms of ID include the U.S. or the worker's document, as well as a driver's license or state ID, U.S. passport or passport card, a DHS trusted traveler card, a defense ID card, permanent resident card, a border crossing card, a DHS department or designated enhanced driver's license, a federally licensed or a federally recognized public photo ID, and a whole bunch of ID cards that migrants won't have. Let's just say that.
Well, as I said before, it all just sounds like they're basically backhanding, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, they've got to put some money up there somehow.
If she was a totalitarian, would she be blind oppress?
No, that's if she was a snowflake.
Let's see. If she came to the U.S. and exercises her First Amendment, she would be Or does she petition for a blind redress of grievances?
Wow.
Oh, you guys are. This is just
Gold.
It is gold. I'm gonna have to go back through all of these chats and come up with things to put. Like, I should, for a merch idea, make a things chat said poster.
You can actually use that as a video.
Yeah.
Yeah, make a video of all the silly comments you've had and all of you like videos.
Mm.
And like a song, like like
a montage song, and then just put up.
Yeah, like Jacqueline Glenn did.
That would be funny.
Yeah.
But just to own, like, just to put like to make like because Streamlabs merch store has like tapestries that you can make, so I could like pick the best things that have been said in chat and just.
Oh, that'd be funny. And underneath, it's like a quote by this person.
Yeah.
Like you get like pages of quotes, and then their name comes underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Then you could own a piece of your contribution to the chat.
Yeah.
I think that would be cool.
Yeah.
So let's see if we've got. I keep trying to find a fucking article that'll make us laugh, but Gunfox likes to send me stuff that makes me angry. So I keep all this stuff in here is like war.
Excuse me.
Oh my God, Martin, that's awesome. Okay, so he says, Martin H says, if this is a bad one, I will remove it. But if Blind Press tells her boyfriend she's seeing someone, that's either really terrible news or really great news. Because I'm seeing,
it all depends on the point of view.
I'm seeing them.
Well, it's also either your husband wants to get rid of you and you're having an affair is great news, or he still loves you and you're having an affair is going to piss him off.
No, it's
different points of view.
No, it's a joke on whether on my eyes working. I'm seeing someone. It's either really great news or really terrible news. Because yeah.
If she had ADHD, wouldn't she be live press? Wow, guys, what the hell?
I don't even remember how this started.
I think it's because you was on about you being accidentally nicknamed Blind
Flying Press. That's it. Because Pincalo accidentally dictated Flying Press, and that's how it started.
And I mentioned how Peter used to call you Blind Press.
Mm-hmm. He still sometimes does if I show up in his chat, but he accidentally says, "Hi, Brian Pless." Let's see here. Yes, Iran. Oh, here's one. Backlash over proposed straight pride parade.
What?
Why do we need to be proud of our sexuality and our sexual orientation?
Because that makes us different. Just like everybody else.
Like, it's the same question I have, because there are people who are like, I'm deaf and proud, or I'm blind and proud, or it's like, why are you proud to have a disability? It
makes them feel special.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, another one that's got to go to Indian land, and then I have to go to London. Oh, wow. Pincalo's going to
If there's a gay parade, I don't see the problem with a straight parade. Pride parade. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, they all use that oppression shit, don't they? They all say, "Oh, we're oppressed, therefore we've got the right to do this," and so we.
Yeah.
Now it's now it's disgusting to be white, straight, and white.
It's I'm not going to deny that gay people were treated awfully. Like 25 years ago, right? Like, I'm not going to deny that. But for gay people now, like young gay people, right? Like, I'm not saying it's so far removed that there aren't gay people still alive that remember all the bad treatment, right?
Right.
But gay people who are like in their 20s and whatever have no business talking about how oppressed they are.
I mean, for God's sake, they have the right to get married. They're going to be as miserable as the rest of us.
Yeah, like gay people now will never know, like the young ones that are like, teenagers, 20, 21, all that. They're not going to know what it was like to fight for the right to get married. They're not going to know what it's like to fight for the right to be able to adopt children. Because that was a thing. Gay people were not allowed to adopt children. That was a thing, and not very long ago.
But don't forget these. We're now living in a generation of we're having it now. We're all special, and they've never known proper hardship.
Yeah.
They've always had everything given to them. And they've always been told how special they are. They've never actually had to do anything for anything.
The straight pride parade just strikes me as IRL trolling, says Straight Sith Male. Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to deny that.
Do you know, so it would be funny if somebody actually did start a straight parade.
It's still hard for them to adopt, says Pop Tart. Yeah, I'm wouldn't doubt that there would still be some ridiculous people who it's still hard for like I've known some blind people who have adopted children, and they had to jump through ridiculous amounts of hoops to prove that they could take care of kids just because they couldn't see. Let's see. Armskiller says the West has been great for homosexuality in the last 5 years, but Eastern homosexuals are still unicorns because they're oppressed. Yeah, I'll agree with that. Did your name change? No. So let's read about the Straight Pride Parade in Boston. So Boston CBS. So that's CBS is the reporting base. Boston's Pride Parade fills city streets celebrating the LGBT community. And another parade proposal is causing an uproar on social media. John Hugo is the president of a group calling itself Super Happy Fun America. His goal is to create a straight pride parade. Hugo explains, we want people to be aware that there is not only one side of things. There's a lot of people that are uncomfortable with a lot of things that are going on in our country, and they're afraid to speak up. That doesn't sound like straight pride to me, dude. That sounds kind of getting close to anti-gay. That doesn't sound like straight pride to me. That sounds like he's treading on the anti-gay side of things. When she's writing stuff for books and videos, she becomes WordPress. Oh, Pinkolo's doing it too. God damn it. Pop Tart says, yeah, when I lost sight in my right eye, my grandmother said I couldn't watch my niece and nephew anymore because my niece and nephew's grandmother said I couldn't watch them anymore because she said I would lose them. That sucks. Wake me up when Blind Press's stream never ends. Let's see. Ah, I'm going the wrong way. Oh, Brit's having internet issues again. She'll be back. Let's see. What does this say here?
Sorry.
No worries.
Yeah.
So it says the idea for a straight pride parade is one that Mayor Wash is quick to dismiss. So I guess Wash is the mayor of Boston. So he says, come on, I don't know what this straight pride parade is all about. I know that we have a pride parade on Saturday, and that's what I'm going to march in, Mayor Wash said. Boston Pride President Linda DeMarco says in a statement, Boston Pride welcomes everyone to march in the Pride Parade this Saturday, June 8th. We know that straight allies of the LGBTQ community are among the thousands of supporters who come out every year to march, observe, and celebrate. We are looking forward to seeing our straight friends, family, and neighbors at the Boston Pride Parade at the festival. At the Boston Pride Parade and Festival, and to march with the LGBTQ community. In the meantime, we are focused on putting on our largest Boston Pride Parade ever. So Hugo says if they do get the go-ahead from the city, they'd like to hold the parade the last Saturday of August, and it would be the same route as this weekend's Pride Parade. He also said next year would be open to merging with the Pride Parade. Well, what would be the point of merging with the Pride Parade? Straight people aren't banned from gay pride, you know.
Well, you know what you should do? Have a float of their own saying straight. Well, have a float of their own and saying straight and proud.
Yeah.
And see how far they get. Because isn't it supposed to be pride in your sexuality? Unless you're straight.
Nothing for you here says, I don't see anything wrong. Or I don't see a problem with anybody that wants to throw a parade for whatever reason. As long as as long as they get permits, I don't see a problem. Yeah, I don't either. Like, as long as it's not a parade where people are walking down the street chanting racist crap, like inciting violence, people should be allowed to have a parade for whatever they want, as long as they have a permit. Let's see here. So that's that article. We've got some guy who wants to be straight and proud. Oh, look, a Florida woman. A Florida woman story.
She's got all the teeth.
We've got another Florida woman. We had Rhonda to start out the story, or the stream. This one says, woman told cops she stabbed herself 3 times because I'm tired of living in Trump's country.
Oh. Then bye, bitch.
Here, let me help you. You clearly didn't stab yourself in the right place.
And also, you know, this is like the land, well, what's it called now, where certain species have to survive, and I don't think this bitch is going to survive.
Mm.
At least she's at the gene pool. Unless she's had kids.
Straight people at gay pride are going to get sexually assaulted by gay men, trust me. I've been to gay pride. No, I don't think so. That's just because you're gay doesn't mean you're going to start assaulting random people. Most gay people aren't like that. If Pinkalo wrote his name on her, would she be slime press?
What?
Is that what he said?
If she was an alcoholic, would she be drink?
Oh, sign press. Signed press. If Pinkalo wrote his name on her, would she be signed press? Oh, weird. Darwinism. Yep.
That's what I meant. That was what I was on about.
Yeah.
This bitch is stupid.
So it says, a Florida woman told police that she stabbed herself in the stomach with a kitchen. You don't. Okay, bitch. That is the slowest way to die. Stabbing yourself in the stomach.
If you want to kill yourself properly, give yourself in the jugular. You'll bleed out faster.
My God. Like, that is the worst way to die. Holy fuck. A stomach wound? It takes hours to die from a stomach wound. Like, it can take days to die from. Oh.
You want to know this way of dying? Suffocation. 2 minutes, you're dead.
Yep. So it says, so she said that she did this because I'm tired of living in Trump's country. I'm tired of Trump being president. Cops found the 46-year-old woman standing outside her residence in Palmetto Sunday. According to a police report, she had blood all over her legs, hands, and face, the cop noted. That's what happens when you stab yourself in the gut.
You know, if she said that to me, the first thing I'd do is get a bullet through the shoot her in the head and say, there you go, bitch, you're doing you a favour.
Yeah. You're clearly mentally ill and you are clearly suffering, so here, let me help you. Wow. When asked what was wrong, the woman lifted her shirt to reveal 3 stab wounds on her stomach that were still bleeding. She then told the patrolman she had stabbed herself because she does not want to live in Trump's country. The woman was subsequently transported by EMS workers to a local hospital and a trauma unit. After evaluating the woman, the cop concluded that there was a substantial likelihood that she would cause bodily harm to herself and or others. As a result, the officer has appeared to have recommended that the woman be involuntarily admitted to a mental health treatment facility. No shit. Per the state's there's an act, I guess, in Florida that requires police to do so if they think.
What was the first clue? Was it the first stab wound or was it the second?
You don't. Yeah, I know, right? Why doesn't she just move? Says check your logic. Yeah, I don't know, right? The report states that the woman said that she has been Baker acted before. So the Baker Act is the state's involuntary commitment act, and that she has attempted to hurt herself in the past. So that's why she's been Baker acted before. So yeah, she's clearly mentally ill.
Again, a bullet in the brain. We save a lot of money on the system.
Yep.
A lot of paperwork. Just one bullet to the brain, and that would solve everyone's problem. What, was I a bit too harsh?
Let's see here. If you don't like the president, all you have to do is wait, says Green Badger Outdoors. Yeah, I know, right?
But that's logical. We all know that people these days don't know nothing about logic.
Yeah.
Bullet to the brain. You get a bullet. You get a bullet, and you get a bullet. Everybody gets a bullet.
Nothing for you here says the people who are going crazy about Trump are making the people who complained about Obama look tame in comparison. They really are. If she died, she'd be buried in Trump's country anyway. Yep.
I swear, I'm just. Oh, sometimes I just wish that half my population just get eradicated. I'm sorry, but I do.
Well, there's so many stupid people today, like in these like Twitter is a great example of you just go on there and you read so much stuff that you're like, how can you breathe and think at the same time?
Oh, yeah, I read one that really made me laugh. It says, I didn't know apples were green.
What?
No, what was it now? It was top 10 dumbest tweets. Oh, they're fucking hilarious. The things that people come out with.
Holy crap. That's crazy.
You gotta check that out. Top 10 dumbest tweets is hilarious. Makes you feel like Einstein, I'm telling you.
No kidding. There are some times when I read Twitter and I'm like, this makes me feel incredibly stable and intelligent.
Oh, I used to watch Jerry Springer for that.
Yeah.
So what's the chat saying? Why people are just inclusive. Excuse me, I'm bisexual, honey. Indecisive. I'm bisexual. Don't diss on the bi bitch.
So what? Sorry, what?
Oh, Bjorn in Gulf City says bi people are just indecisive.
No. No, we're not.
Nope.
I was pretty decisive when I decided that I loved Pinkalo. I'm like I've had more relationships with women than I have with men, but I fell in love with Pinkalo, and he just happens to be a guy. That is who I just happen to fall in love with. Do I have attraction to women? Yeah. But I was pretty decisive when I decided that Pinkalo was who I wanted to be with. Doesn't mean I'm not bisexual.
Oh, I've had that argument with my nan. When I was dating Peter, she's like, "Say you're not bisexual, you're straight." I went, "No, nan, I'm bisexual. I'm attracted to both women and men. But you're with a man. That don't mean anything."
Mm.
I had to explain to the older generation. It's just weird.
Yeah, you want to be with somebody who happens to have male genitalia. You could have, because of your sexual attraction, you could have very easily, just as easily, ended up with someone who has female genitalia. That is what bisexual is. It means you are attracted to both sexes, so you have an equal opportunity of falling in love with either a man or a woman. That's what it means. Being heterosexual means that you are only attracted to the opposite sex. Yeah.
If you're heterosexual, you're attracted to heads. Sorry.
That's funny.
Like Ralph or Rona, whatever name, she's a heterosexual.
She sure was.
And she had the teeth to prove it.
Oh my
55.
goodness.
Just wondered, does she have all her teeth? Because if not, you wouldn't have to worry about him biting down. It's just more like tightness. You know what I'm saying? Right. I was taught as a young child that Peg goes in the hole. Yeah, so there's a finger, tongue, anything else, honey? She was British, Swiss. Would she be blind? Pres? Oh, it's gone.
If I was a British Swiss, would I be blind Perez? I don't know. That one's going over my head.
Like Concord. Oh wait, it's been grounded, hasn't it? Never mind.
Let's see. Let's see if I can find one more story and then we'll do chat time.
Yay! Chat time. Chat time.
Let's find someone here. This is from the BBC. It says South Korea and the mystery of the fine dust. There's fine dust all over South Korea.
What?
North Korea, what are you doing?
They're not obviously dusting.
I will not be doing any surveys. Fuck off. So it says, Hong Mi-sun used to watch over his baby son as he slept at his home in Seoul to listen to every labored breath. From a young age, he suffered from respiratory problems. He's now 4 years old and has been given various drugs, including strong steroid treatment to try to help. But after his 4th trip to hospital, the doctor had another piece of advice. Mrs. Hong was told to keep her son inside to save him from South Korea's toxic air. It was sad that my child started to learn words not just like mom and dad, but also fine dust so early on. I even thought of moving out of the country, but I really want to live in Korea, so I'm going to do whatever I can to help solve the problem. So it says Hong Mi-sun's baby has struggled with breathing problems his whole life. She decided to start campaigning and join the group called Mothers Against Fine Dust, which stages protests and lobbies the government about the pollution. The fine dust they're concerned about refers to sand, which is picked up from Mongolian and Chinese deserts on prevailing winds during certain times of the year and blown to the peninsula. Well, how's the government supposed to do anything about that?
Well, in China, they had all those issues with pollution.
Yeah.
They actually built these these big, massive towers, which is like an air filter, and it filters all the pollution and stuff like that. So, like, it doesn't spread out. I mean, Korea could do that as well. Big, massive air filter, like building thing.
So let's see. But the almost romantic description hides the description facing Koreans. This air also contains carcinogens, invisible nanoparticles known as PM2.5, which can penetrate deep into the respiratory system and trigger a variety of illnesses, including cancer. The lungs of children and the elderly are particularly susceptible. So this is called, so it says, this next heading says, violates our basic right to breathe. Earlier this year, the levels of microfine dust particles, PM2.5, was recorded at 118 micrograms per cubic meter.
Jesus.
Holy fuck. The
That shit's
highest since monitoring the damage in 2015, according to the National Institute of Environmental Research. That isn't that's like all I'm picturing is Mars and its dust right now. As an analog. Just dust and dust and dust.
Dust, anyone? Dust?
Oh, wow. So it says Mrs. Hong moved her family out of Seoul to the suburbs to try and save her son from breathing in the worst of the fine dust, but still she wanted to do more. Her campaign group was allowed to give evidence to politicians at the National Assembly. Uh, the public hearing was fraught with emotion as mother after mother detailed the effects of the pollution was having on their family. Many brought their toddlers who sat on their laps wearing face masks. Jesus Christ. I'm just picturing, because my kids are 5 and 2. And I'm trying to picture having to tell them that they have to keep their face masks on if they want to go outside and play.
That's awful.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, World War Two. In some parts of Japan, they had to walk around with respiratory masks for like a couple of years.
Yeah. Wow, that's sad. Children just want to go outside and play, nothing special, just to enjoy the change of seasons. To think that we are taking that away from them is heartbreaking, said another. Yeah. The South Koreans are growing increasingly concerned about the effects of pollution and that it's having on their health. 97% of people asked by the Ministry of Environment said last year that the pollution was causing them physical or psychological pain. The government's response has been to declare the fine dust as a social disaster to release emergency funding. Asia's fourth largest economy has spent billions over several decades to defend itself against the threat of war from its North Korean neighbor. Now it has to turn its attention to the effects that the air is having on its population. Wow,
They should go the same way as China. I'm sorry, but they should build one of those air filter things to actually suck out some of the dirt from the air.
Agreed. I completely, I think that that's a thing that would probably help.
It wouldn't be 100%, but it'd be better than what's going on now.
Yeah, much better.
I'm sorry, blind press, but I've been dying to say this joke since
you
started it. Yeah, was he well hung? I bet she was well pleased.
Oh God, that's awesome.
Sorry, I was dying to say that for the entire thing. But I didn't want to sound disrespectful. But I was thinking, is he well hung?
Well, guys, let's see. We've got a few minutes left. It's chat time. So let's see what you guys are saying. If she went,
So I think we're carrying on with the blind press joke. Sorry.
they're still going. If she was trapped in a box, would she be a mind press?
Press. If she came back from a holiday, would she be tan press? If she was greedy, and would be mind press.
Mm-hmm. If she was lost, do we need to find press?
Oh, they've gone from terrible, gone from funny to terrible, from terrible to funny again.
That's great, guys. I can't believe we've spent 2 hours doing that.
You guys are persistent, I'll give you that.
They are. They're very persistent. But they're great.
They are. Good news, my Wi-Fi's back up. Bad news, I think my other Wi-Fi's just ran out.
No!
No, I'm going to use that for streaming around, because I'm going to do some live streams around where I live. Not directly where I live, but close to where I live.
If she took action for subsequent similar circumstances, would she be setting a blind precedent?
If she was German, would she be Steinpress?
Oh. If she was overworked, would she have blind stress? That's great. Oh. Well,
if she made forks, would she be twine press? If she weighed 25 stone, would she be blind holiday? Oh,
she gained 25.
Oh, that's funny, but oh,
Yep. Oh wow. Well, guys, we've spent 2 hours together.
that's gone really fast.
I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. I did, and I want to thank Brit for coming and hanging out with me.
Thank you for inviting me.
No worries. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Don't forget, tomorrow is the Star Trek stream, the mega ending Deep Space Nine series stream with Skep Talk, Irate Prostate, myself, and hopefully Maddie will be joining us as well. Guys, check out Brit Gamer Girl's YouTube channel in the description. She's at 216 subs. Let's see if we can get her some more today. And you're on Twitch too, right?
Yeah, I'm on Twitch. I do some live streams and gaming on Twitch.
So where can people find you on Twitch? Is it still Brit Gamer Girl?
Yeah, Brit Gamer Girl on Twitch.
All right, so go and check Twitch wasn't being nice to me, so I couldn't get the link for the actual page, but go check Brit Gamer Girl out on Twitch and on YouTube, and I hope everyone has a great day. We'll see everybody later. Have a nice one, guys.
Bye-bye, guys.